What if the person who breaks you is also the one your brain is trained to chase? If you know it's toxic, why does your body still reach for them? What would it take to stop answering at 1 a.m.? You know it's bad. Your friends can see it. You can see it in those rare, quiet moments of clarity. Yet your hand still reaches for their name, a reflex you can't seem to unlearn. It's a physical pull, a silent command that bypasses all logic. There's a powerful reason toxic relationships feel impossible to leave. And it is not weakness. It's not a character flaw. It's chemistry, powerful conditioning, and a slow, methodical erasure of self. It's a pattern that rewires your brain to crave the very thing that causes you pain. Imagine this. You tell yourself you're finally done. This time is different. You delete the photos one by one, each a tiny digital ghost. You mute the thread, you block the number, you swear out loud to the empty room that you will not go back. You feel a surge of control, a fragile sense of peace. Then a message arrives, maybe from a new number or an old email account. 3 words, miss you, sorry. Your chest tightens, your breath catches. Instantly, your brain floods with a highlight reel of the good times. The fight, the tears, the broken promises, they're all still there, but you remember the laughter 10 times louder than the hurt. The apology feels like a lifeline, a dose of the validation you've been starved of. This is not love, not in its healthy form. It is the beginning of a loop, a devastating cycle of reward, withdrawal, and intermittent reinforcement that pulls you deeper each time, making the escape feel even more impossible. Tonight, we're going to slow everything down. We're not just going to look at the problem, we're going to dissect the machine. We're going to watch the pattern form, breath by breath, and see precisely why walking away feels like tearing out a piece of your own body. This isn't about blame or shame, it's about understanding the hidden architecture of these bonds. So if you've ever asked yourself, why can't I just leave? This is the answer you were never given. This is the map out. It often begins when you're least expecting it, or perhaps when you're most in need of a connection. You meet them when you're tired of being lonely, and suddenly the world shifts on its axis. They feel like oxygen, funny, intense, magnetic. They see the parts of you that others miss, and for the first time in a long time, you feel completely understood. The first weeks are a dizzying, intoxicating high, a rush you didn't know you could still feel as an adult. Every text is a spark, every call a promise of more. Then, almost imperceptibly, it starts. Small critiques dressed as care. I just want the best for you. A comment on your clothes, your friends, the way you laugh. Plans are canceled last minute, leaving you dressed up with nowhere to go. The apologies that follow land like confetti, pretty, weightless, and scattered everywhere, cleaning up nothing. You tell yourself it's just a misunderstanding. You tell yourself you're being too sensitive. So you cry, and they hold you. They promise it will change, that they'll be better. And for a while, it does. The sun comes back out. The inside jokes return. Coffee tastes warm again. You sleep through the night, your nervous system finally at ease, believing the storm has passed for good. Until the next cold front, the silence that feels louder than shouting, the distance you can measure in the space between you on the couch, the sudden violent storm over nothing at all. Be honest, how many times have you rehearsed the goodbye speech in your head, only to delete the draft? How many times have you stayed because the memory of the good days glows brighter than the reality of the bad ones? It's not a weakness. It's a deeply ingrained pattern of conditioning. This cycle of tension and release, of pain and relief, isn't random. It's a schedule your body has learned to expect, a cruel, predictable rhythm of hope and heartbreak. Here's the mechanism, simple, brutal. Intermittent rewards, not love on a steady line, but jackpots after droughts. Your brain learns to chase the maybe, not the certain. That's dopamine, anticipation louder than payoff. Trauma bonding, big conflict followed by big comfort. Fear, then relief. The nervous system links the person to safety because they also end the pain they caused. Emotional dependency. You outsource your calm. If they're okay with you, you're okay. If they're cold, you shake. Slow erosion of self-worth. You start negotiating against your own needs. You call survival compromise. This isn't about weakness, it's about conditioning, and conditioning can be unlearned. There is a moment, quiet, almost invisible when you see it. It's not a grand epiphany that shatters your world. It's more like a slow dawn breaking over a familiar landscape, revealing the terrain, just the shape of the loop. In that quiet clarity, you realize you weren't staying for love. You were staying for relief. You were addicted not to the person, but to the brief, intoxicating calm that followed the chaos. For the next apology, the next soft voice after the storm, the next I promise, a fix, a reprieve from the pain they caused. Each reconciliation was never proof they were your home. It was evidence your nervous system was trained to crave the drop after the climb. Your body learned to associate the source of your anxiety with the source of your safety. This is the architecture of trauma bonding, a cage of fear and relief, where the jailer also holds the key. Detachment begins small. You stop arguing with their reality. You stop trying to make them see your pain. Instead, you start listening to your body, the tightness in your chest, the shallow breath, the knot in your stomach. These are not feelings to be dismissed. They are data. You write what happened, without metaphors, without excuses, just the facts. He yelled. I cried. He apologized. I stayed. You tell one person you trust, not for advice, but to make it real. You practice silence when your phone vibrates, letting the urgency pass through you like a wave. Then the withdrawals come, and they are brutal. A physical restlessness, a fog of doubt whispering you're making a mistake, the overwhelming primal urge to call them, to fix it, to make the discomfort stop. Let them come. Observe them. They are the final desperate signals from a dying addiction. They are proof the tether is chemical, not destiny. This is not your heart breaking, it is a spell breaking. And slowly, you return to yourself. It happens in fragments. Your mornings get wider, no longer hijacked by the dread of checking your phone. Your breath gets lower in your chest, finding its natural rhythm. You start to hear the sound of your own voice when it isn't pleading, or explaining, or defending. You remember what you sound like when you are simply you. Toxic relationships are not tests of your strength that you fail. They are complex patterns of conditioning you wake up from. They are lessons in the architecture of your own survival instincts. You have a choice, right now. Return to the noise and feed the machine with your precious emotional energy. Or, you can vanish from the cycle. You can enter the profound, world-altering power of absolute detachment. If you are ready to wake up, subscribe to The Silent Social for more psychology and human behavior insights.